Players are always excited when their favorite game gets additional content, but if we're talking about big DLCs which you have to pay money for, you expect the best quality and many new features added into the game. Grand Theft Auto 4 was always my favorite game in the GTA series. In my opinion, it's one of the most realistic and thought-out games that Rockstar ever made. The main protagonist, Niko Bellic, a Serbian guy whose life wasn't so kind to him, was really thoroughly made, but there wasn't a lot of fun for players who wanted more action and activities. Rockstar Games made the right decision to give us two brand new expansion packs, the Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and Damned. They were released in the following year after GTA 4. They brought new stories, characters, weapons and cars. They were well acclaimed, and I consider them as some of the best expansions that any game could ever get. In today's video we'll cover the Ballad of Gay Tony because it's my favorite one of two. It was released as the second DLC after The Lost and Damned on 29th October of 2009. Game starts with Luis Lopez, our main character, being captive while Niko with Patrick and Derek are robbing the bank. Then we witness how the hostage shoots the other Niko's friend Michael and immediately dies.
Yeah, like I said, man, everything's a little fussy.
Then Luis gets out of the bank and walks on the street. He talks on the phone with his boss Tony. We meet Niko the second time while crossing the road. We can also see Johnny Klebitz passing by on his bike. Through this cutscene, we see the stories of all episodes are tied to each other. Luis is Gay Tony's bodyguard and works at Milisend 9, but Tony loves to call him his business partner, mainly in his own favor. In the first mission we meet Tony at his apartment. We're heading to the Tony's gay club Hercules, and then we're going to Milisend 9. There we discover new activities such as dancing with ladies, where we need to press WASD buttons. In champagne drinking contest we need to move our mouse up and down and spin it at a certain speed in order to drink as fast as we can. Moving forward, we'll be able to work at this club as a security guard. We'll walk around looking at people and figuring out the problems. Torment, Daisy and Troy will call to us for a special work, such as driving rich people and helping celebrities to go through paparazzi. On this same mission we meet our closest friends Henrik and Armando, who sell drugs on the corners. They love to make fun of Luis, but remain our friends. In the following mission's cutscene we meet a new character, Yusuf Amir, who is a rich Arabian guy. He may seem weird at first, but he'll become our devoted friend. We'll forget about him for a while. At this point we have to manage some Tony's debts. At Rocco's mission we'll have to play golf, but instead of hitting the balls to the hole, we're hitting balls into the union official. Rocco and his uncle Vince always stay on our path and bother Tony about money. Then we'll make some work for Maury Cubits, the Bruce's narcissistic brother. He's not friendly either, but we definitely had fun playing this Ain't Checkers mission, where you have to dive from a helicopter on a parachute and then race him with his brother on a boat and a car. In the original GTA 4 we didn't have such an opportunity as to dive with a parachute, but in tbogt it's a key feature in many missions. You'll also be able to jump with it in many places on the map. You just need to go on a marker and the pilot will lift you up in the air on a helicopter. When you jump you have to go through the markers. When we visit our mother's house, we meet Santo, who demands his money which Luis's mother lent back. Because of it, we go to the fighting club. There we have two options, either to fight until the end or fall on the third round. On it depends the life of Santo. If we choose to fall, we'll finish the deal. But if we don't fall, we'll have to kill him. Choice is yours. After finishing the mission, you'll be able to take a participation in cage fights whenever you want.
Just stay the fuck away from him, okay?
On the frosting on the cake mission, Tony, having no control of himself, decides to buy diamonds for $2 million for his boyfriend Evan. This deal is being interrupted by the Lost MC bikers. We escape from that place and then we find out that Evan was killed and the diamonds were stolen. Now we are getting to the finest guy in Liberty City, Yusuf Amir, guy who got an N-word pass and everything made of gold. I love this character very much. He is certainly a highlight of the Ballad of Gay Tony along with Anthony and Luis.
Oh, I love this song. You know this song?
Let's go bowling, 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 bowling.
In the first Yusuf's mission cutscene, we see how funny this guy is. We hear about his skyscraper building intentions and his favorite song Arab Money. He has mini Liberty City recreation made out of gold, gold phone, gold Uzi and other stuff. All in all, he's the real deal. In the sexy time mission, we have to get on board of a yacht and steal a military helicopter as a gift for Yusuf's dad. Then we'll destroy the boat with installed helicopter's weapons and land on a helipad. Celebinator is a blogger who made some insulting articles about Gay Tony's club. He said that music was awful and wrote misinformation about Louis and Tony's relationships. In the first part of the blog this mission we have to write him an invitation letter. Then after some time Tony will call to us about the meeting with the blogger. We'll go on a flight on a helicopter over Happiness Island and give Celebinator a lesson, throwing him from the helicopter and then catching with a parachute while he's falling in the air. Soon we get an information from Tony that at Libertonian is going to be a deal where stolen from us diamonds will be sold. We ask Yusuf to get his military buzzer chopper and head to the museum. We land on the roof and oversee the deal through the window. Ego with Johnny is selling diamonds to Jewish people, but this occasion is being interrupted by Louis who started shooting. We get the rocks and flee from Libertonian. Then we go back to the helipad and give Tony his diamonds. In some of the early missions cutscene, we meet Ray Bulgarian, antagonist well known from GTA 4, and his right hand Timur. First Ray sympathizes Louis. We do some missions for him and everything goes smooth, until Ray finds out that diamonds that belonged to him and then stolen by Cook were obtained by Tony. Bulgarian asks Louis to help Timur. We go on a rooftop of the building. Ray calls to us on the phone and asks to look in the box. When we open it, we see a head of the cook. Snipers start shooting and we understand that Ray decided to eliminate us. We make our way out by killing snipers. Between these events, Tony's friend Gracie gets kidnapped by Nico and Patrick. We make a deal giving them diamonds and getting Gracie back. Russian Mafia interrupts the meeting and we escape on a boat. Before the last mission we meet Rocco and Vince at the public toilet, where they tell us that Russians came to Gracie's father, Mr. Ancelotti. Her father, the Italian mobster, promises Ray that he will give him one more hat, and it should be either Tony or Louis. When we finally get to the club, we meet Rocco and Vince who sit next to Tony. They give Louis a pistol and tell him to shoot Anthony, but instead of killing our friend, we kill Rocco's uncle Vince. After that, Rocco runs away and the Russians start coming in the club. We fight with them until they are dead. The departure time mission starts at Tony's apartment where he is packing clothes and saying that he should leave the country. Louis stops him saying that this should come to an end. Tony says that Ray is being on a deal at Funland. We tell Anthony to hide in a place that anyone wouldn't expect him to be and we'll handle mobsters on our own. We fight Russians, destroy vans with heroin and kill Timur. Before he dies, he says that Ray flies away threatening of killing the whole Louis's family. Yusuf calls to us and we're telling him that we must go to the airport before Ray's plane takes off. We see Yusuf flying on his helicopter in the sky, helping us to clear the road to the airport. When we get to the airport, we need to chase an airplane before it's too late. We jump on board killing remaining mobsters. Then Ray shows up with a grenade in his hands, but nothing stays on our way. We kill Bulgarian and jump off the plane before it blows up. We land at Duke's Monoglobe, where we meet our dedicated friends Tony and Yusuf. They all are happy and proud because of everything they went through.
Oh, by the way, I think my father may be into franchising clubs.
I know, franchise is not the way to go. The club is all about the people.
Fuck the people! Fuck them all! Whip out your dick and piss all over them!
You're gonna go a long way in hospitality, my friend.
Then we see the end credits. The Ballad of Tony is cardinally different from original GTA 4. While original was more dark-oriented, this game is about vibrant colors, clubs, catchy music and fun activities. Additions like parachute diving, drug wars, working at the club, and cage fighting give this DLC its own charm. We get new beautiful cars like Tony's Shafter and Yusuf's Super Drop Diamond, helicopters like Buzzard, and many more other vehicles. We have big variety of weapons, grenade launchers, sticky bombs, and even Yusuf's golden SMG as a gift. All of these cool additions make the game less repetitive and interesting to discover. tbogt obviously has less missions than in original one. Passing all of them will take you around 5 hours, but it can easily stand on its own as an awesome experience. I genuinely love this game. The story it tells and all of the characters we meet are very memorable.
Welcome! Welcome, Papa! This is my business associate, Mr.
Luis.
Mr. Luis. Allah, he is the greatest technical advisor in the whole city. And this is his wife, Jaundice.
Careful, motherfucker!
Yes, and you know, we were just having a little creative meeting and things went a bit crazy and I somehow lost my pants.
I'll certainly recommend to play this DLC by yourself and dive into the world of Endless Party with Grand Theft Auto: The Ballad of Tony. This is all for today. If you want me to make a video about Lost and Damned or original GTA 4, write it down in the comments. If you love this video, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It was MilisendPersono, see you in the next video.